Never played with the idea of changing life, your profession, becoming a violin maker? Well, I'm a violin maker. I never had the idea of changing my profession. Never. But a lot of people who are not violin makers yet are playing with the thought that would be really very nice. Today we go deeper into this sparkling subject. Stay tuned and we will see what's the answer of this sparkling question. Hello, hello, this is this is Edgar from Cremona, Italy. I am a violin maker every day from morning up to late at night. Today we have a special guest. Let's hear this testimonial. So this is Olga. I met Olga the very first time in last year, 2023, in Nuremberg, right?
Yeah.
Did I get an email already before from you? No, never. You just arrived?
No, I just arrived and I read
Yeah?
that you will be in this. Yeah.
So I was the reason that you went to Nuremberg to the fair. That was the very first fair in Nuremberg, Acustica. I went there because it was the very first fair after COVID, and Frankfurt decided not to be there anymore. So then I went there. Actually, it was not a great fair, but you know, you have to help people to increase. So I went there. Olga wrote that I will be there and went all the way from Berlin. From Berlin, you went to Nuremberg.
Yes, and
wow.
Why? Because I saw so many videos and I like it very much.
Okay.
Really, that's why I wanted to meet you, to see you.
Wow.
Yeah, to say hello.
I was just standing there running my booth. A lot of people passed by, and one of these people was Olga. I was very shy, but said that she made a violin and if she could show it to me.
I said to you, by the way, I have my violin.
Okay, I don't remember exactly.
Can I show you this violin?
Okay.
I saw that you look it. You had so many good ideas. What can I make better? And it was so important for me. Later I made this changes and it helped.
I was just right away very impressed that Olga, out of nothing at home, she has probably a working bench and everything. Out of nothing, she just made a violin because she wanted to play again violin. She comes from Russia.
Yes.
Yeah. And then she went to Germany, had to work to grow up her son. Now the son is big enough, lives already in his own apartment and makes his own career. And he's facing life and understands that what the mother did is already not obvious. Even so, it was not easy for him probably to understand what you went through. And now you made yourself your first violin because you wanted to play.
Yes, I wanted to play good violin.
A good violin also, okay.
And and I know that if I know how to play violin, I know what I need.
Yeah.
That's why I can build a good violin.
Yeah, it's not so obvious because, you know, because you're a musician and then you will be a famous great violin maker.
It was my plan.
What you did, I saw myself also inside because I grew up that everything I wanted to have, my parents, even though they were rather wealthy, they didn't buy us the things. We always had to make them ourselves. Yeah. So Olga wanted to play violin, so she decided, let's build a violin.
Yeah.
How did you have your first steps? Did you have a book or?
No, I learned in Berlin how to repair violin.
Yeah. Okay.
Store violins, 2.5 years.
Okay.
Or three years in a workshop.
Okay. Okay, so you had to learn.
Yes.
But there was mainly maintenance, pulling up strings.
Yes.
Sound posts.
Also glue, racks, and many things. I repaired already many violins.
Okay.
Learned already many things. Then later I built my first violin in Dresden.
In Dresden, okay.
Very good violin maker.
Name?
Steffen Friedl.
Stefan Friedl.
Stefan Friedl.
Stefan, you did a great job.
Stefan is
because I was impressed when I saw your first violin that not being a Cremona and building something like this, it's now a pity that we cannot show it off. So then you learned by looking videos on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know everybody who has a channel, Davide Sora,
Yes.
and then there's this guy from Holland. There are a few channels around, so okay.
Yes.
And you look them all.
Yes.
By looking videos and buying tools and working by yourself, you realize to make a good sounding instrument.
Yes, it's possible, and I find it's so good that we have this possibility today.
It's cool.
Yes, it's something that earlier we didn't have all these possibilities. Yeah, you must work only in a workshop, and when you has not this possibility, you cannot buy build a violin.
But now is already the second time that you are here in Cremona?
Yes.
First time was for Mondo Musica.
Mondo Musica.
The reason that I make now this video with Olga is that actually my Patreon channel is a channel where people for 3, 9 or 25 years can participate every month on a question and answer live transmission. You send the questions and then I make this live transmission, and if it's about varnishing, I go in the varnishing room, and if it's about something about purfling, then I search my purfling and I show you what tool I'm using, what knife, how I sharpen, whatever. And this is the channel, and I think that gives a lot of help to people who are somehow stuck with some problems, right?
Yes, it helped me so many times.
Yeah, but now you're only for a few months you're a member. Since 2023 you're a member and you're within this one. But the channel exists already since 2021. So if you sign up, you can.
I didn't know it earlier.
Yeah, but it's fine. So that's why we make also these videos. A lot of people are waiting for that moment that Edgar is organizing something in Cremona, and then they come to Cremona and they see it somehow as something almost impossible to achieve, because you must be really wealthy to come to Cremona and to afford to be in Cremona and to look a little bit over the shoulder from Edgar or other makers. And Olga is a nice example that she is not super wealthy, not at all, but she just decided, let's go to Cremona. So she went to Mondo Musica, got to know a few people, met also Vladimir Kubanci and other makers. I think you met a lot, even the workshop of Piccinotti, you're at the opening party. She was, within 2 days, she was friend already with everybody. And now it's December, as you can see, jingle bell, and she's back in Cremona. Her vacation, she's spending here until the 21st of December in Cremona, working in the workshop with Vladimir, making scrolls, has there a bunch of scrolls. I don't know how many scrolls she's able to make, and this 12 scrolls, impossible, by the way. I saw it already, it's a little bit too much, but it's fine. Vladimir at least wants to make a lot of scrolls or a lot of instruments, and she's working there and is enjoying that. So it's something which, yes, with my Violinmaking Academy and with my Patreon,
all possible.
Everything is possible.
Yes.
And if you are able, everybody could do it. Yeah,
it's really so, and yeah.
So this is actually the core which I just wanted to show you what is possible. So what are you working on right now?
I started with a violin that a little bit has bigger arching.
Okay.
It's normal.
You like it when it's high arch?
Yes, I want to try and to hear this violin.
And you're working on that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you have also your violin teacher, who is also, I don't know where he is, and you wanted to make a violin for him?
Yes.
And you will give him that violin, or you will sell it?
I will give him this violin, but he makes also very many things. He learned me, still learn me, and help me with my violin playing.
Okay. Okay. At the moment, you still work in a different profession, right?
Yes,
your violin.
A different job. By my plan, I want to be a violin maker, a professional violin maker, and still play violin too. These two things are both very important for me, and I think it's it's good together
Okay.
together.
And the other profession, without naming too much the company, what is that? IT or IT support?
Support for people who make advertise.
Okay. On social media, advertisement support. Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
it's mainly a job on the computer,
yes,
on the phone.
It's not my dream job.
It's not a great, but you're doing well. For how many years did you do that?
10 years.
10 years, okay. So I could imagine that after 10 years, you know already all the problems people are facing. Okay. That's interesting.
But I hope that I can make a job as violin maker, my main job.
And do you have any idea how long it will take you to become a violin maker? Or that you can make a living, let's say like this?
I think I need 2-3 years more. And now I built already 5 instruments.
Yeah.
4 violins and 1 viola. I want to make 1 cello, the next plan.
Yeah. A few months ago, you told me that you finish an instrument which you give to an old friend. So actually now she's not able to make a living from it, but they give you somehow a fee in order that they pay for the material and the electricity, let's say. Okay.
Yes, and even more.
Okay.
It's not so bad. It's
not so bad.
No,
okay.
It's not so bad. Only I should make violins more quickly. It takes too many time. At the moment, I need 6 months, 6, 7, 8.
But in the beginning, it's very difficult. But I have to say that Olga is somebody who goes extremely into detail and is keeping working on that instrument until she knows everything about that single instrument, and if there is something, she is willing to go into detail, and that's also a very precious characteristics of a character, because when you finish an instrument, you lose a little bit this fallen in love moment from the very beginning, and then it's difficult to maintain it and to go deeper. And a lot of people make something, then it doesn't immediately work there, and then they just leave it, or they make the next one, or they don't do anything anymore. But you are just keeping on it, and you know that quality is just a matter of many hours of work.
Yes, make me happy. I'm very happy to meet Edgar because because now I know I will make it.
Now you know that you will make it. Of course you will make it. It's because I can already. When I saw this person with these sparkling eyes already in Edgar, I knew. Yeah, this is interesting. It's not so easy to find people like this. Huh? A lot of people know me only on the web, and they have never seen a single instrument of mine, so they don't know how the quality is. So when you came here, and you even in Nuremberg,
yeah.
How was your impression of my instruments, which I showed?
Yeah, it impressed me because it was so comfortable to play violin, and I like the sound, and that's why I thought, yes, I will come to Cremona, I will come. I must visit Edgar one more time and learn from you how to make a violin so good sounding. Yeah. That's my goal.
Olga actually wanted to work in my workshop. Now I always try to have everything perfect here in a perfect situation, and I didn't find a solution for a person which is older than 27 years to find an official place to work, to be paid and everything, and I didn't feel like that I can tell her, yeah, cancel your IT social media assistance job and come to Cremona. That's something, at that point I was not ready for that, so I suggested, or I tried to figure out where she could work a little bit in Cremona and do things as she's doing at the moment. So I helped her a little bit, but I couldn't give her now a place to work. But she's coming quite often to the workshop, and we're doing sound adjustments. Even today we were working on my Ole ball, trying to figure out how we could resolve some tiny issues.
You give me so many times. I was really impressed. Oh, really? Really impressed that you worked maybe 1 or 2 hours with my violin.
Yeah, but it's also interesting. And then she's one of my patrons, you know, so I'm paying here, supporting me with €3 a month. I have to help here, no? But no, I like to solve problems wherever who it is. And yes, of course, I cannot make a living like this, but it makes me happy. And in a
very good, very
yeah?
good. Yes, yes, yes. I learned so many things, so important things, because this little
tiny details,
it's the very important for good sound.
I would say thank you, Olga, for being so even open to make this here. It's not something so easy. It's the first time you're in front of the camera and you're doing great. Your English is good enough. Everybody could understand everything. What would you say to somebody who wants to start making violins or wants to become a violin maker?
Make it. Make it, simple make it.
That's it? Make it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
it's great.
Few words, but
simple make it.
Huh? This comes somehow familiar to me, but make it, huh? Thanks for watching. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Grazie, Olga.
Grazie,
Ciao.
Edgar.